And the Gamecocks ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Now they'll try the right side. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That is such a nice example of the defense reading and reacting and locating the football on the sweep play. They weren't fooled at all. They knew they were trying to go to the outside. They got leverage, corralled the back, got him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the fourth quarter.
Looking to throw, it's Sperry. Gets it out fast. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. That can be a momentum builder to convert your first third down and also get your quarterback in a rhythm throwing the slant.
Yeah, it's so nice. You always want to do that. You want to start the game in a good rhythm, get your quarterback comfortable. Slants are easy, timing routes, get a first down. Now maybe open it up even more.
Well, one of the reasons why it's hard to run against this defense is because of that guy right there. He's one of the best D tackles in the game, and he's got tremendous explosiveness, quicks. He's strong at the point of attack. He can shed blocks, and he completely ate that last run up.
Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. Turning it on. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get first downs, but I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out, and you can tell it's going to be a big part of the game.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Plows through the defense. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. 8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
That's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Slithers into space. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. Dropping back, it's Sperry. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
And we've already seen it a couple times now. Like, he is more than willing and actually quick. He's quick to get those puppies moving and get out the pocket and go scramble and make a play. If this defense is paying attention.
Takes a grab past the marker. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, the gamble pays off offensively. 4th down, being aggressive, and they throw for it. How about the job the receiver does, winning his route and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football?
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
This offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Steps away. The defense sort of hurts this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage for a loss. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter.
Play call, cover G. There are 4 categories. You have 15 options. Cover 3 Sky is selected.
This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
If they're able to make that pick, they're wiping points off the board. But because he dropped it, now it's 4th down. And, of course, they're still in field goal range with an opportunity to score 3.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.
Suggestions. There are 8 categories. You have 12 options. Cover G is selected.
Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Gonna run it. It's Fuller. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Unloads to the right. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Sellers through the noise. He's got the back in the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. The Gamecocks want to crank the tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
He's there to make the stop.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
It'll be 3rd and long. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
Ball at the 31, third and short, coming defense trying to rise up. Back to throw, it's Sperry. Pocket breaking down. On the run, fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds, and excellent field position for this offense.
There are 8 categories. There are 24 pistol. Wing slot. There are 3 categories. You have 9 options. Y stick is selected.
Sellers. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Algo, fly off drinks.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Still looking. Slings it downfield. Complete to the left. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
Entering.
Love the poise on that play. You saw when he escaped the pocket, he was on the move. He didn't take his eyes from looking downfield. He kept reading the coverage, located a receiver, and picked up a huge chunk play.
Here's Sellers to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing the pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Entering.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Sellers to the air again. Here comes the heat. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
There's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
Sellers from the gun on third down. Complete to the left. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina.
But that's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. And the Noles headed quickly to the line.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
He's got enough to move the chains and convert, but we'll see if they're content to just let this clock run here late in the half. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. To the air, it's Berry. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Noles have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Bringing the heat. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. FSU calling in second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Moving out to the right. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with it.
He'll take a shot. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half.
Entering play call, you have 7 options, 5, 4, return left is selected.
And the Seminoles will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Harbor. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return.
Special team. Wing slot, barrier, 3 category, zone fidget, all go. West, all go.
The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime. Oh, he's got some space. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. Maybe some room here.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 8 on first down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. On the run, it's Fuller. A And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Another tough run for this offense. And I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off. But you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off. And it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And wings it incomplete.
You know, when you talk to quarterback coaches, they oftentimes say, my goal for my guys is to complete 65 to 70% of his throws. That has not been the case for this guy. He is under 33% throwing in this game. That's the reason, guys, why they're losing.
He leaves it with the back. Just a gain of 2, and now they're looking at 3rd and 8.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Sellers lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Now on the counter. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Under fire. Pulls it in. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together. Putting a drive like this together now. Let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. Now here's Sellers. Fires to the right. Serious arm strength on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass. They're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post.
Oh, he got a hand on it. It's blocked. That's a live ball.
That time, what a surge right up the middle of the field. They were able to get penetration and block the kick.
Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. They're testing the right side here. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Knocked off his feet.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Looking for a man. It's Berry. Pressure coming. Buried before he could blink.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end. Getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Hunt is on its way. Now on the return. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Using his legs, it's Clark. Got enough for the first. Breaks into the open. business at the 30.
Categories.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Throwing, Sellers. Quickly out to the tight end. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Running the red zone, it's Clark. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end, covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
And that's a really nice physical run. This is a team that prides themselves on the ability to establish the line of scrimmage. And here we are in the fourth quarter, late in the game. Everyone's tired, and a no-nonsense run. Great push by the offensive line, taking the lead with that touchdown.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Looks like he's going to bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line.
6 categories. There are 4 subcategories. Options set to over G15 plays. You have 8 options. 4, 5 is selected.
The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. And now, after being stymied for this entire second half, they must put a scoring drive together here and answer that last touchdown.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
Looking downfield, it's Sperry. He'll pull it down. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there. And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw. He'll get rid of it. Complete to the right. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. The Seminoles have this offense rolling. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down.
Finding some room. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
There he goes. Powers through. So the defense uses a timeout here. 2:08 remaining on the clock. They didn't want it to get down to the 2-minute stoppage. The Seminoles kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. From the gun, running back gets to give. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done.
You have 9 options. Each blitz 3 is selected.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Touchdown Seminoles! They've got the lead here in the fourth. The Seminoles back in the lead.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the fourth quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
Coming out with it, it's McAllister. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Sellers. Got his man on the right. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
And running east-west at this point is not going to help you win this game. Down by a possession, a 2-minute situation. You got to catch it and get north, get the first down to stop the clock. Or you got to catch it and make sure that you're somewhere close to out of bounds if you're going to try to go laterally. But that wasn't it right there.
He'll try to do it himself. Open space at the 25. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
When you're trailing in the fourth quarter, it's so hard to get drives together because the clock starts to be your enemy. Really heads-up play by the quarterback. Get in the first down, get out of bounds, and stop the clock.
Just a short pass to the tight end. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
I love that last play, and I love that they're still under control here. I know it's a 2-minute situation. Everybody's trying to go fast, but they can't get out of control. Right now, they're playing within themselves. They're understanding what's on the clock, and they're just running their offense.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
I just love the awareness there, understanding where he is. He didn't get the first down, but he gets out of bounds. He knows he has a timeout in his back pocket. So he's still putting his offense in position here to drive the field, score, and win this game.
Making side adjustments here. Here's Sellers to throw. Using his legs to buy some time. The throw. Found the spot in the defense. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Again, it's Sellers. Rushes on him. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler.
Good awareness by the offense.
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. So they're fortunate to fall on that football, but it's still second and long. Throwing, Sellers. Looking to the big tight end. Got it!
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
He is denied, and it'll be second and goal. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks. fourth. The
Entering
Gamecocks
play call,
with a
coach
response and a
suggestions.
touchdown of
There
their
are 8
own.
categories. You have 15 options.
Man, this game has been
Advent
incredible to
selected.
watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you,
Entering play
defense.
call, you
You
have
got the
5
lead
options.
late in the game. I
Advent
need you to go
selected.
put this thing on ice and win it for me.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a
Entering play
touchback.
call, personnel. There are 6 categories. There are 4 subcategories. Option is set to over G15 plays. You have 8 options. Over. Cover 2.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Sperry. Here's a throw downfield late. He's got it down the field. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock.
Elements.
This is an explosive attack, and that last big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 26. Wants to go right back downfield. He's not afraid to go deep. To the end zone, and it's picked off. Down in the end zone. The big play there, and the defense gets the stop.
I just love the aggressive nature of this defense and understand.
Entering play call. Entering paused screen. You have 9 options. Resume. Entering. Attention pop up. Your peer has conceded the game. Exit game. Entering DOS Cup screen home. You have 2 options. You have 8 options. Play game free is selected. Options. Play game free is selected. Matchmaking 100. Alabama. Akron. Air. Use. Italy. Texas State Dog. Temple. South Alabama Jack. South Carolina Gamecocks. Searching for opponent. Estimated wait time 10 seconds.
Welcome to Williams-Brice Stadium in Columbia, South Carolina. It's the Oregon Ducks and the South Carolina Gamecocks. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, I caught up with Coach Lanning before the game. This is a concerning crowd. You know, every time we're here, it's one of the best atmospheres in all of college football. The coach said they will have to communicate at a high level. They have worked with crowd noise all week at practice. We'll see if it pays off here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Ducks headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. It'll take the return, try to get better field position. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return.
Formation listed. Wing slot. Zone fit jet. Y stick. Zone fit jet. Y off trips.
Offense working from the pistol. Looking for room. It's Fuller. Determined run, but he stopped at the 2 yards down at the 13.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Sellers throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Oh, they're after him. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long. Containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
Quick step and go. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Ducks want to move quickly.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now, because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Going to the run, it's Davison. Lowers those pads. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. We can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every single play they run.
He got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Under fire. Tried to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job. There's no gain on the play.
Well, he tried everything he could that time just to not take a negative play. He didn't get sacked. It was a great job avoiding that. He's just able to get what he can get on the scramble play here, down close in the red zone.
Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
And he tacks on the extra point.
Return lefty selected.
Here he comes with the return. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Give to the single back. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. The Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Here's Sellers to throw. Here's the pressure.
You know, as an offense, you've got to do a better job pass protecting. You've got to start thinking about max protection at this point of the game. Because if you don't get hats on hats, your quarterback goes down on his own 2-yard line. You're lucky you didn't give up a safety.
From the gun on third down, Sellers. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on fourth.
The Ducks signal for their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. And the Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets it away from his own end zone. He'll field the punt and take it back. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession.
Number 4 quarters. SS Blitz free.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Dante Moore finds his man. It's Davison. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. The Ducks are in the hurry-up.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
In the end zone, he's got
Entering
it.
play
Touchdown,
call, coach suggestions.
Ducks.
There are 6 categories.
And man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job at getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Throwing, Sellers. Fires to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
No, and that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Right down the middle. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all. But no surprise, when you start the game 0 for 4 at QB, you've got no points on offense.
Sellers from the gun on third down. Throws for the tight end. Connection to the right. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. The Gamecocks with the 1st and 10.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Turning it on. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. As It's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. As we take a look at the stats, things a little one-sided so far. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First play of the period will be a second down. Sellers. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
Well, that ball landed incomplete, but you saw the quarterback's speed, and you saw how big of an asset that is for this offense. There was a good pass rush, but he was easily able to avoid the defenders and at least give himself.
Here's a little room there. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And I like the bounce back for this offense. You go 3 and out, they don't get frustrated. They don't get down. Nice job going back to the drawing board, creating some good plays. Now here in a rhythm, moving the football.
And that one had some juice on it, but it's incomplete.
They've got to find a way to get this guy into a rhythm. Here we go, starting the game. He's 1 for 7. They've got to find some easy completions, 3-step drops, RPOs.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. And the Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up. Sellers from the gun on third down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, you got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Sellers to throw for it on fourth. Pocket breaking down. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Looking outside, it's Fuller. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Entering play.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield, and created the negative play.
They go play action with Sellers. He fires one deep down the right side. Snags it, and there's running room. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. In the red area, it's Fuller. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And oftentimes running backs love drop plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second. So the D-line's rushed away upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Sellers lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Caught! And he will score! Touchdown, Gamecocks!
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. Moore. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Hits him in stride inside the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
Back off.
Moore to the air. Here's the heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. They'll go play action with Moore. Here comes the heat. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And a golden opportunity slips away from the defense there. That's one he'd love to have back. He knows he should have come away with the interception there in the red zone.
On the gun, on third down, Dante Moore. Another incompletion on third down.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those.
Guys, they're going to pass on taking the short 3 here and try to get the touchdown, and this is a pretty big gamble. Fourth down, Moore. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks. Middle of the end zone, he's got it.
Entering play call.
Man, what a backbreaker for this defense. You do such a good job backing him up, making it 4th and goal, making it a long situation.
The fake, and he wants to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. This is ultra-aggressive. Still in the first half, got the lead and going for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
Here's Sellers to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man on the right. Nice pickup, gets it to the 20. They move the sticks, and they can still stop the clock. The Gamecocks peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air, and now back to the line. Back to throw, it's Sellers. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Now Oregon will call its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Quarterback making checks. From the gun on third down, Sellers. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Right down the boulevard. And cuts into this deficit. It's now 20-10. A little surprised to see them line up for an onside kick here. Down 2 possessions, but a lot of time to play. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You've got to make them pay for gambling like that.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Here's Moore to throw. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. They already have the lead, and they apparently want more here in the first half, going for the onside kick.
Entering goal line. Pistol. Wing slot. There are 3 categories. You have 9
Inside
options.
30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Bringing the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
Gonna take a shot. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback.
Makes the grab on the left side. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, South Carolina.
That was a big touchdown for them, too, because they're still trailing. They've got a lot of work ahead of them here in the second half. But I think that's going to give them a lot of confidence now going into halftime. I can't wait to see what they do here in the second half.
Lining up for the PAT. And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17.
Entering play call. Onside kick.
They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Yeah, I know you're down. I think it's always harder when to pull the trigger, when to be aggressive. And listen, they decided it was time. It's the third quarter. Got to make something happen. Got to make a play. Unfortunately, it was just unsuccessful.
There are 4 categories. You have 15 options.
Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Entering play
and with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start.
15 options. 1 double slot is selected.
Throwing more. Fires deep toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone.
Play call. Coach suggests Overchi. There are 4 categories.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. Under fire. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Dante Moore going for it all. Touchdown, Ducks!
Entering play
And the
call,
stomping
coach
has
suggestions.
commenced.
There are 6 categories.
How about the day for this young fella? That's a 4-game stretch. Nope, 4 touchdowns in 1 game. He has been the focal point of this offense, and he has not disappointed.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights.
Entering play call.
This offense
You have
prides
7
itself on
options.
going
5,
after
4,
you, and they did
return
with that
left
long
to selected.
touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. They're on it. They recover the onside kick,
Entering
and they
play
get
call.
it right
Over
back.
There are 4 categories.
And how about it,
You
man?
have
Just
15
aggressiveness.
options.
When
1
you've already
double
got the
slot is
lead. You
selected.
got a comfortable lead. You're sitting pretty, but this offense, actually this coach says, I want more. I want to get this onside kick, and not only do they try it, they get it.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. Throws to the tight end. The sure hands, it's Johnson. Running through contact. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
There are 6 categories.
Man, we're watching a quarterback duel here. Both of these guys are absolutely slinging it every time they're on the field. Now it's this guy's turn, and he's taking advantage of the opportunities. This defense has not had an answer for him. They're not getting enough pressure on him. And when he has this kind of time, he is just going to carve you up.
That big play has this defense reeling, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 14. Takes the handoff. It's Davison. Might have a chance. And he'll finish the run in the end zone.
Entering
Touchdown,
play call.
Oregon.
Suggestions. There are 6 categories.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Going for 2 here, and if they get it, it'll be a 5-possession game. Moore. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
7 options. 5, 4, 2. Return left is selected.
After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. That's reeled in. It's Johnson. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around, and now over 300 yards.
Oh, he's got some space. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. The Ducks moving quickly to the line. Here's Moore to throw. Touchdown, Ducks!
Entering play call.
On the sideline, got it in the end
There are 6
zone.
categories.
He scores for the 5th time in this game. They make this look ridiculously easy.
And it's because you've done it so much together. You start to build a trust with your quarterback, and that quarterback knows, I'm going to create some space near that sideline. You throw it where I can get it. I'll go up and make the catch on that fade route.
Moore will throw. Into the end zone for the two-point conversion as they extend the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there.
6 categories.
Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. He hurls one deep down the left side. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
Well, this guy has had himself a day. Already over 100 yards receiving in the game, so no wonder the quarterback's looking his way, and no wonder the defense now has finally figured out they're trying to throw to him. So we got to cover him. We got to knock balls down, forcing completions.
So now it's second and long. Throwing more. Stepping to the right. On the move, he fires. That's caught. It's Moore. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting up.
Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Categories.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. Pulls it and fires to the left. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Here in the second half of this game, you're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making plays for you. He had already had a touchdown catch. That's number 2 now. If they're going to get back in this game, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Hey, man, I mean, keep finding him. He keeps making plays, keeps catching the football. And listen, when you find that matchup outside that works, that you can depend on, I don't blame quarterbacks for going back to them time and time again.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there.
Cover 2.
They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Dante Moore unloads it left. Pulls it in. It's Hooks.
Well, this quarterback now has over 400 yards.
Entering play call. Exit to main menu. Entering. Yes, exit to menu. South Carolina 3rd down conversions. South Carolina rush attempts. Entering dot. You have 12 options. Objectives and rewards. Leaderboard. Play game 4 is selected. Objectives and rewards. Play game 4 is selected.
you.